Hi guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today we are all about New Year's and New Year's Eve. I can't believe 2016 is ending already. I also feel like every YouTuber is probably saying that, but still. I can't believe 2016 is over. It feels like super long but super short at the same time because I can't believe I went to high school in this same year. But anyways though, today we are making a ton of really delicious food and then also some really cute DIYs too. So for food we've got cinnamon rolls, we've got this puppy chow. This stuff is, I almost knocked it all over. This stuff is so good, you guys. It's so addicting. Honestly, like before I even finished filling all the jars, I was already like grabbing little bites of it from it. These are so cute and they are really tasty. It's basically like Chex cereal, which is really light and crunchy with chocolate and peanut butter, and it is so good. This is the kind of thing that's great for a party because then you can just put it in a big bowl or something and then people can snack on it, and it's so good, so addicting. Or you can give it away as favors in these little like cute jars that I'm going to show you how to make. And then we've also got our 2017 serving tray. I originally put the cinnamon rolls on here, but then I figured then you couldn't see the tray. But then I put the jars on it so you can't see the tray anyways, so I planned this out really well. But anyways though, the tray is super cute. It's got the little like celebration cone emoji. Celebration cone is definitely not the right term. It's the confetti thing. I don't know. Actually, does confetti ever come out of a cone like that? And then we've also got these little peanut butter cup cookies. These are so good, also super addicting. I used to make these a lot when I was younger, so this was like super nostalgic to make them again, and they are so tasty and they are perfect for a party. And by the way, if you're not subscribed already, make sure to do so for lots more cute DIYs and recipes. And without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let's make our mini cinnamon buns. So in a small bowl, you'll want to combine a third cup of brown sugar with a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm just going to use a fork to push that around and get it nice and combined. That looks good. So just set that aside. Now you'll want to flour up your work surface. I'm just using a cutting board that was a little bit too small here. And then I'm going to grab my dough sheet. It's really nice because now they sell the dough sheets along with the perforated crescent rolls. These are super easy to customize and make whatever you like to. Normally I would love to make these from scratch because they are so good from scratch, but if you're hosting a party and you're making a whole bunch of different desserts, this is a huge time saver. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unroll my crescent roll dough now. And if you get a big hole in it like I did there, don't worry about it, you can totally fix it. All you have to do is pinch together the seam there and you should be good to go. And now I'm just going to slather on about 2 tablespoons of softened butter. Then you'll want to grab your cinnamon sugar mixture and just sprinkle that over top. You want to do about half here. This recipe makes 2 batches of cinnamon rolls. Then we're just going to roll these up. I'm just using my fingertips here, and you want to roll this pretty tightly just so you have that beautiful cinnamon roll swirl in the center. And then once you finish that, just go ahead and pinch the seam. Then I'm just going to take a sharp knife and cut this into 10 rolls. Then you just want to place this into a mini muffin tin that's just been greased with cooking spray. And bake those off at 350 for about 10 to 13 minutes, just until they get nice and golden brown. Once they come out of the oven, let them cool down for a bit. And now I'm just going to pipe on a super simple icing. This is just powdered sugar and milk. And I like using a piping bag here just for more control. And I'm going to top these with my sprinkles that I made in my homemade sprinkles video. Just a side note, by the way, those sprinkles last forever, it seems like. I guess I'm not really using them on like a daily basis, but still I've used them for a good handful of projects and I still have a ton more to go. Anyways though, that is about it for our cinnamon rolls. These are super simple, but they are so good too. You definitely don't have to compromise on flavor here. They're super ooey and gooey and they are perfectly bite-sized for your party. But now we're going to need something to serve our cinnamon rolls in. And if you're feeling a little Martha Stewart today, then I have got the perfect craft for you. So to make our 2017 serving tray, you're just going to need a wooden tray that you can find at Michael's. Then I'm going to tape off the edges with some painter's tape, just so I don't have to paint the sides and everything, because then you gotta worry about like the different corners, and I took woodshop like way back in middle school, so I don't remember anything about that. So long story short, tape off the edges and then you're just going to paint the base with some paint. I opted for some pink acrylic paint here. Then let that dry completely. And then I'm gonna grab some white acrylic paint and just paint on a grid design. You can really do whatever you like to. You don't even have to do this step if you don't want to, or if you want to speed this up, you can also use a white paint pen. And then I'm going to peel off my painter's tape. This part is always super satisfying because you can see how clean the edges are. And now I'm going to take my little graphic here. I just made this by finding a picture of the confetti emoji and then pasting a cute face on top. And you're also going to need some gold numbers. You could also paint these on instead. And I'm going to lay out 2017 and then stick that down. Then I'm going to brush on some Mod Podge on the back of our emoji and just use that as our glue. Then I'm gonna take some more Mod Podge and just seal in our design and add a beautiful shine. Just kidding, I used matte Mod Podge, so that didn't happen. Anyways, then I'm gonna grab my cinnamon rolls and just lay these in the serving tray. And now when people eat your cinnamon rolls, they'll reveal the cute little tray that you made, and it's super adorable. And now let's make our puppy chow. In the largest bowl that you can find, add in 9 cups of Chex cereal. Then in a separate bowl, add in a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, along with a half cup of peanut butter and a half stick of butter. Then you want to melt that off in the microwave at 30-second intervals, just until it's nice and smooth. So something like this is perfect. Then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and just mix that in. And then once that is all smooth, you're just going to add this in with your Chex cereal. Then grab yourself a spatula and just toss this all through. At first it's going to seem like you don't have enough chocolate to coat it, but once it looks like this and looks kind of like a hot mess, then you know you're good. Don't worry, it's going to look great in a second. Now you're going to add in a cup of powdered sugar. That should throw off the exposure on your camera pretty well, but now it's coming back to life. Some people like to throw this in a bag and toss it around. I find that you can honestly just toss it in the bowl and it works out great. That way you don't have to find a bag that's big enough for 9 cups of Chex cereal, which I don't think is even possible? Question mark? And now you're just gonna go ahead and add in your mix-ins. I opted for some pretzels and peanuts here. That way you get kind of like a sweet salty mixture going on. It is so good, so addicting, and it is the perfect combo. You can totally serve this as is, but if you want to give these away as favors, it's really nice to put them in a mason jar. That way they stay nice and fresh and crunchy. Then to make the labels, I'm just going to grab some bright colored paper, and I'm going to cut this into a 2 by 10.5 inch rectangle, but of course that'll vary depending on your jar. Then I'm going to glue on a little piece of paper that says Happy New Year. And if you want to add a festive glittery touch, I recommend this Quickie Glue pen. This thing is so cool. I'll have it linked over on my website, but you can basically draw any design you want to, then pour some glitter on top, and then tap off the excess glitter, and you'll see the glitter sticks so well. It's super precise, and I can't believe I actually haven't showed this to you guys before. And also a little glitter hack here, maybe everyone knows this, but in case you didn't know, you can fold your scrap paper in half and then add it back into your jar, and then you never waste any glitter. Except for all the glitter on your hands and your work surface too. Don't worry about it though. Then you can just go ahead and tape on your label. And as an extra touch, you can also add on some gold curly ribbon. Just wash your hands here. And now your jar is all finished. This looks super cute, and the puppy chow tastes amazing. And now last but not least, we're going to make our peanut butter cup confetti cookies. So in a medium bowl, you'll want to add in 1 3/4 cups of flour, along with a half teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of baking soda. Then just give that a whisk and set it aside. Now in a large bowl, you'll want to cream together 1 stick of softened butter with a half cup of peanut butter. So just mix it around until it gets nice and smooth. Then add in a half cup of white sugar, along with a half cup of brown sugar, and just mix that until it's nice and light and fluffy. Then add in 1 beaten egg, along with 2 tablespoons of milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then just continue mixing until that's combined. Then the last step is to add in your dry ingredients, and just mix that through until it is just combined. You'll also want to have at the ready about 30 unwrapped mini Reese's peanut butter cups. And now it's time to scoop out and roll our cookies. So I'm going to make about a 1 inch to 1.5 inch ball here. You really just want the muffin tin to be about 3/4 of the way full. And then we're going to bake those off at 350 for about 10 minutes or so. They might look a little bit underbaked, but I promise you they are finished. And then right after they come out of the oven, you want to press in your peanut butter cup. This way the chocolate gets a little bit melty and it just sinks in really nicely. And then as those cool down, the chocolate's actually going to melt a little bit, and then once it's melted, you can top these with sprinkles. These are the homemade sprinkles here. And then once these have cooled down completely, you just want to remove them from the pan with an offset spatula. And then if you like to, you can also add a little clock design on top. I'm just using some melted white chocolate here. And now our peanut butter cup cookies are finished. These are some of my favorite cookies ever. If you love chocolate and peanut butter, these are totally for you. Alright guys, all of our DIYs and recipes are finished now, and these all look so tasty and so cute, and I can't wait to eat all of these different things. These are all really easy to put together, and I really hope you guys enjoy them for your own New Year's Eve party, whether you're actually having a party or just kind of snacking on puppy chow at home. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for lots more videos in 2017. You can also follow me on social media at kawaiisweetweets, and then check out my website over at kawaiisweetworld.com for all of the supply lists and recipes and all that stuff. And I will see you all very soon. Bye guys!